here in Westerly, Rhode Island for today's matchup between East Greenwich and the Westerly Bulldogs. This is the Redstone Tire and Complete Auto Repair pregame show. They're located at 114 Ashaway Rd in Westerly. Call 401-596-5283. Carl, Patty, and their team have been proudly keeping our community on the roads for over 90 years, and it's a tough task for the Bulldogs who face a 1-0 D1 opponent here in East Greenwich, who are going to provide a tough task, Caleb, for the 1-3 Bulldogs.
Yeah, you're certainly right, Andrew. You know, we have a team here not exactly in the same division. Currently undefeated. Granted, they have only played one game. The Bulldogs have played, what is that, 4, I believe? Yes, 4 total. So there's definitely more experience this season on the field with the Bulldogs, but they'll really have to play some smart, I almost said football, some smart soccer here in order to get the upper hand early and establish the offensive chances they'll need to take the win here. I guess we'll see as they start and see team huddles are still in full effect as they prepare to take their positions. But yeah, Andrew, I think it's going to be up to Westerly to play the smarter ball game here. And what I mean by that is, I think Westerly needs to focus on, having space, controlling the ball, passing it between their teammates. Just making sure you're always looking for your best option. That way you can get down the field and create the most offensive chances as possible, because that's what leads to goals, which obviously leads to wins.
Yeah, I mean, Westerly, again, it's going to be a tough task for them, but if they space things properly, like you just said, it could be a big upset. The Avengers coming in here with a lot of confidence that comes with being a Division I school. Westerly's ready to go. And so are the Avengers. That'll do it for the Redstone Tire pregame show. And Westerly kicks off, and it is recovered by the Bulldogs for a moment. It is tapped quickly by Fasano before East Greenwich takes over. Ella Kaufman passed it over to Caroline Elevado, the freshman who kicked it out of bounds. And here comes a toss from Molly Alvino. Toss coming. East Greenwich in the attacking zone before it's smacked right back out of play. Skylar Flynn passes over to Alvito.
Already seeing some big space control with the Avengers here. Really making sure their defense is involved in their offensive plays too. If they get out of position, if there's a man on, they go back and reset. And that's going to be something that is going to help them a lot.
Avengers have been on the attack for most of this game early on here. Bulldogs trying to escape. So nice footwork by Ella Kaufman before it's smacked right back out of play. Another throw in. Smacked right back to the outer part of the zone. Caroline Elevado. The feed over now to Lauren Elevado. Seam pass inside is intercepted. Bulldogs escaped for a moment before the Avengers get it right back. Bulldogs defense standing firm here, not letting them get to the box, but they're looking for an escape. Almost an announcer's jinx there as a cross is smacked right back out of play. Maeve Soden, the freshman, took over there before it was slapped right out of play. It looked like Danica Jarrett. And a corner kick is on the way.
Some danger here for Westerly as they get out of that jam with the attack. but now they have a corner to defend.
And it's straight towards a Bulldog. A nice break for Westerly there. But they can't clear the ball. Long feet across. A beautiful setup. Some great footwork there by Hollingsworth. And it hits off the post. Smacked back out of play.
Wow. Talk about heads-up goalkeeping right there. Tapped it just enough so it bounces off the post and out of the harm's way. That's really what you look for when it comes to good goalkeeping right there. Doing whatever you can to keep it, out of the net, and one less goal on the board.
The ensuing corner kick is right in front of the net and it slaps right back out of play. This time Rose Bowen with some great defense. Pop fly right to the goalkeeper.
That's a perfect term for it, Andrew. Pop fly right there. I'm surprised they didn't get their defense re-involved back into play.
First time it's been in the attacking zone for Westerly. Pass through the seam is swatted away. It was intended for Jayana Contreras. A light toss in goes straight to the Avengers. And it's ran back out of play again, so favorable toss in for the Bulldogs. And it's off the back foot again. This time Lauren Elevado accidentally kicking it out of play.
I think if you're Westerly, you really want to take advantage of this. Would be throw in there. Once you're close enough to the goal, there is no offsides applied for the first play. So you really want to take advantage of it. Throw the ball in deep. Create some offensive chances. Attack the net.
I'm noticing a lot of communication here, especially coming from East Greenwich. You can hear it loud and clear.
And that's what good teams do, Andrew. In soccer, you got to watch out because sometimes, you have the ball and you get contested. It might not be in your direct line of vision. So it's always good to be a good teammate and let someone know, as we've definitely been hearing here. As I'm hearing an occasional look at me, pass behind you, just very much active.
Claudia Hollingsworth does it all the way down the other end before it's tapped out of play by Sienna Matthew. But man, yeah, you heard all that communication. It paid off as East Greenwich got it right back into the attacking zone. Feed right across. Great passing here, popped up, and no one's home.
Looks like it'll be called offsides for the Avengers, and the Bulldogs will take this goal kick. Very beneficial for them.
Long kick is a flat line drive that's taken right back by East Greenwich. Speeding along with a big kick that's off the crossbar of the goalpost there for football. There's Ella Kaufman, the senior for the Avengers.
Bounced right into the keeper's hand as she clears it. Westerly going down the field now.
It's rolled out of play there. And you can hear this communication coming from the Avengers. Not something we've noticed a terrible amount of in our other games, as now the Bulldogs' inside pass is intercepted and swatted to safety. Breakaway attempt here is deflected away. Great stop there by Westerly. Passing by two defenders. Bit of momentum here for the Bulldogs before it rolls all the way back. to Elizabeth Johnson, the goalkeeper.
Keeper coming out deep in the box to just secure it. Rather be safe than sorry, I guess.
The toss from the Bulldogs is popped up and headed back over towards East Greenwich. At midfield now, it's intercepted. Westerly back on the attack before it's drifted right back into the hands of East Greenwich. A long pass is a beauty, straight towards the attacker, Maeve Soden, who shoots and scores! Maeve Soden, a strike from the freshman, puts East Greenwich up 1-0 early on here at Salwagiri Field.
By Maeve Soden.
Let me tell you that, Andrew, they did not make the same mistake with the offsides twice. The two right and left wingers there, they were matching their last defenders perfectly, and they were able to catch a great pass to create an offensive chance that led them to the goal.
The passes from East Greenwich have been on the money, precise from the Avengers. A luxury Westerly has not had so far. She had a great angle to hit that top corner. Nice play there by the Bulldogs to force it out. I want to say that was Sienna Pisano. Taking their time now, the Avengers. Plotted out forward. Kaufman. A feed inside goes too far and it's out of play. And the goalkeeper, who I believe is Phoebe Brennan today. Excuse me, it is Vittoria Iliano. He's going to smack it down to about the 20 on the football field. And it's skied back out by Bryn Maynard. Another throw in here, almost a steal there by Jayana Contreras. And yet another throw in coming for East Greenwich. Off the back foot. Long clear over into the attacking zone, but the Avengers are going to get there with time to spare as Mia Berthe feeds it to the goalkeeper, Elizabeth Johnson.
Good use of the passing there from the Avengers defense. They got their keeper right, involved right back in the play, and they were able to turn the ball around. Again, another term I'm hearing a lot from, I believe, the East Greenwich team. In time, you got a man on or time. That's very crucial indicators of what you should do with the ball there. And it's really paying off for them as they're really working with each other.
Contested ball here, emerging from the fray is Danica Jarrett. But it's going to drift over to Johnson. Going to give a soft roller. Another loose ball here in the attacking zone for the Avengers, but it's just barely by an edge tapped away by Molly Alvino. Great play by the junior to prevent a tough breakaway.
I agree with you there, Andrew. That was some great, smart defense. Great hustle there, too. She beat the attacker who had a great breakaway opportunity.
Deflection away, but immediately slapped back to midfield. Great defense there by the Bulldogs to keep this a 1-0 game. Nice steal here. Ocean Lombard is going to track it out of play, but great play by Ocean Lombard, who, by the way, Caleb, does a lot of work here on 321 Media.
It's excellent. You always want to hear of a fellow 321 Media employee succeeding.
Absolutely. She's been doing interviews, Miss Teen USA for Rhode Island. A lot of great stuff for 321 Media, and she's excelling on the field as well.
Some great offensive chance she had there.
A little back foot feed. Nice play there. Another breakaway charging in, but a tremendous effort on defense by Sienna Fasano, and Lucia Matthew prevent a second goal for Maeve Soden.
Tremendous indeed, as that defender did not give up. She kept with her, matched her speed perfectly, and was able to stop that ball from going in the net.
Another chase down here. Westerly has really been trying to keep this ball away from danger. Rose Bowen on that defensive stop. It's been taking a lot of chase downs on potential breakaways here. Bowen, the feed over and the slap away to Jayana Contreras, charging midfield. She watches the ball roll out of play. Westerly's going to get another toss here. Molly Alvino, Jr. As you can hear from here, the Avengers yelling their assignments. And you heard a bit of communication from Westerly as well, so both teams are getting vocal now. Ball rolls out of play there. Alvino's going to toss it in again. Here comes Ella Kaufman, watches it roll by, giving Fasano a chance. Fasano trickling it ahead. It's going to roll back into the hands of the Avengers. Westerly retreating with the ball. Bowen smacks it almost towards midfield, but it's intercepted before it's immediately cleared away to safety. Johnson punts it away. Header opened up a potential chance for Westerly. Kaufman to Elevado. Soden across to Monaghan, where it's smacked back out once again. Stolen for a moment before again it's smacked away by Fasano.
Westerly really trying to capitalize on these steals from their attackers. Really trying to take the ball with that, take it with that chance and move downfield and create their own chance.
Pisano and Matthew trying to get the ball out of danger. Right back to Kaufman, who pitches it out. And now Jarrett had a pass intended for Lombard. But Elevado instead, trying to keep it in bounds, feeds it back and forth. Elevado's cross went too wide. The shot by Kaufman is deflected away in tremendous fashion by Vittoria Iliano with the best save of the game thus far.
I agree with you there completely. That was a beautiful cross there from the Avengers. The Bulldogs are lucky no one was there to take it in time, and then they were able to reposition for that other shot to be, easily blocked by the keeper. The defense was back. There was a lot less pressure than there was before. But they're not out of the woods yet. With a big cross here.
The cross bounces away from the goal and it's tapped out. Westerly's going to get a chance to kick it away. Or toss it out. It is going to be a throw out. Avengers get it back. Some more great pass work. The footwork seams it in. A chance for two, and she's got it. Maeve Soden goes off the left crossbar and in for her second goal of the day to make it 2-0 Avengers.
And Soden really living up to her name as an Avenger. It's almost as if she had Hawkeye help her out with her pinpoint precision. That's 2 for tonight. All within the first 20 minutes.
She's really hitting that iron, man. Using the crossbar on that last goal. What an effort from the freshman. Encouraging sign here if you are East Greenwich. And Westerly hasn't had a ton of attacking time. I don't know if they've gotten a true shot on goal yet today.
No, I'm with you there, Andrew. I'm not sure they have, and I think they've been creating some great offensive chances too, but it's just the Avengers defense looking very strong and united.
Another chance for the Avengers now. The ball is deflected away. And East Greenwich is going to look for some extra insurance as that one pops up to Eliano. Speaking of insurance, this game is brought to you by Lathrop Insurance, serving their community since 1939. Whether you have personal or commercial insurance needs, Lathrop Insurance always answers the call. Call 401. Oh, we're going to wait a second as Westerly's on the attack. The shot is off that top crossbar and out of play, but you're going to want to call 401-596-2525 for Lathrop Insurance.
Avengers trying to reconvene and get the ball down the field. Blocked by the Westerly defense.
Popped up midfield. And it rolls out of play. A nice effort there by Juliana Jarrett to try to hit it off the leg of her defender to get the throw in. And it's successful as Westerly's on the attack here. Evasive move here on this attack. The setup is there, looking for a hat trick now, and she's got it, Maeve Soden. A hat trick already Still with over 15 minutes to go here in the first half. What are we watching from the freshman?
The stars have aligned. Her jersey number is 3. The number of goals she has right now is 3. It was always there, but really, in all seriousness, it's just excellent use of setup passes that she's able to connect with enough of an angle that goes directly in, just a little past the keeper each time. Some really good offensive work here from the Avengers that the Bulldogs will have to work hard to stop.
My goodness, the freshman making a name for herself. Going to be a problem for opponents for the next 4 years. Westerly, though, they have to remember that this is still very early in the game, and there's still a lot of time for the Bulldogs to work with.
Very much so. It's never over until it's over.
The whistle blows there.
Looks like the Avengers are going to get a nice indirect free kick here.
Go, babe, let's go.
Popped up and through the goalpost.
Tremendous power there on that shot. Just easily clearing the field goal post here. Wishing it was a little lower, I'm sure.
Now, I wonder if the 49ers could use someone like that with the fact that they had to cut their kicker.
I'm sure they could, and you know that's where you hear a lot about these players that just have those cannons of a foot. You know, even if they don't go on to play soccer at a higher level than the collegiate level, you hear about these NFL teams reaching out to them, giving them a kicker contract, and those are the guys that make the 50, 60, 70-yarders.
Beauty of a pass along the sidelines and keeping it in play is Gianna Contreras. They're going to get throwing. Great work by the Bulldogs there to get the ball back in attacking play. The feed in. Jarrett couldn't keep it out. It's going to be a kick out from Johnson now. Clock winding down to almost the 15-minute mark, and we've already seen a hat trick.
You know, it is a really beautiful night here. Not too cold, not too warm. Perfect night for some soccer weather, you know?
The first time in a while that we haven't been boiling in the box here.
I think I'll miss those days when I'm inevitably too cold.
Well, those days are coming. And you got to wonder how it's going to affect the play here as these teams are just getting warmed up in the season. It's been a great start to the season for East Greenwich. Westerly has one win on their record, trying to get number 2 here. Again, Westerly, D3 champs 2 years ago. This is only their second season in D2, an impressive jump for the program. Popped up towards the goalkeeper, and it's going to be recovered by Madeline Assay.
throw in here, as there's a bit of a scramble to get the ball back, pass down the field. The Avengers working together, setting up somewhat of a give and go as they're stopped by a couple of Westerly, looks like midfielders, maybe one defender and a midfielder. Good work though. Wouldn't want that to escalate into anything too crazy as they're already down 3. And they're really keeping that fight in to try and make the game competitive here.
It's taken to midfield and intercepted. Rose Bowen. Long shot towards midfield. Fasano watches it bounce in. Ball pops up. Westerly trying to make something of this. Juggling with the ball now. Matthew cuts back. Tries to feed it inside. Looking for Contreras, but the ball finds Johnson instead.
What an excellent drive up the field from the defensive end from, is it Fasano? I believe she did a great job there. You know, just taking it, blowing by defenders. She even got the ball deflected back off of her, but she controlled it with a nice header to create a really, really good scoring chance for Westerly there. It was crossed into a good position, but the Avengers defense remains strong.
Tossed back in. Westerly looking for a pivotal attack here. Trying to get something going against a tough D1 opponent. Fed across to midfield. Forward slapped right back. Now the Avengers trying to create another rush. Come on again. Inside to Kaufman. Kaufman has an edge. Takes the shot, and it's an inch wide of bouncing in. And I mean, East Greenwich has been doing a great job of creating breakaways all game long.
I agree with you there, and I believe they always have the more productive cross opportunities. You know, they always get the ball from either the left or right side of the field into the middle in prime scoring position. It makes it really tough on their keeper to be able to do anything, because usually at that point they had blown by the defenders.
Johnson's going to kick it away once again. Rolls out of play. Toss back into play. The feed over to McMillan. She crosses it over. Back out now is Rakowski. Flynn watches it feed out to midfield. Chipped up and into the hands of the Bulldogs. Desperately in need of possession here. They have something before it was kicked right back away by Assay. Lombard across the middle. Jarrett now. Jarrett trying to evade her defender. Some nice footwork there. She takes the shot and is slapped away by Johnson. A tremendous save there for the Avenger keeper.
Definitely an impressive save there as she came right out, saw the shot, found where it was going, got up in front of it. But now the Bulldogs with a chance of a corner kick here. Could be in danger if they are very productive with it.
Matthew. Best opportunity the Bulldogs have had. The ball sails up and it's tapped away by Johnson again. It's chased out and recovered by Maynard. Maynard goes down for a second but still maintains possession. And it is slapped out of play by Willis. Bulldogs throwing. Rolls out. Skied by Matthew before the Avengers take over. Nice play by the Bulldogs to keep possession before it's kicked out of play by Rose Bowen.
That's exactly the type of tempo shift you need from Westerly there. You saw the defenders get involved with that play. They rebounded the ball. You know, you saw them getting in position for a great cross. You know, they really had all the pieces together. They just needed to play the game, I guess. Short pass from the goal kick there.
It's back along the sideline. A beautiful feed. Sets up Kaufman, who evades her defender. Kaufman all alone before it's tipped away by Molly Alvino. Still in play for the Avengers. A setup, but no one home. And it's recovered by Sienna Matthew. Matthew somewhat clears it before it's stolen away on a great play there by Jarrett. Jarrett cuts back towards the logo. And a Bulldog rusher taken down. That was Isabella Wheeler. So they'll get a free kick.
Another big scoring chance here if they can set it.
Waiting for the kick. Jarrett charges in, takes the kick. It's high, it's far, but it's into the gloves of Johnson. Maynard had a good angle on it, but the ball was just a bit too high.
It's unfortunate if you're the Bulldogs, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing offensively. They've really kind of gotten to their rhythm. But
Kaufman has an edge. Kaufman, the angle, the shot is nicely gloved by Eliano. High kick bounces above the Westerly logo. Across into the shadows goes the ball before it's taken over by Maynard, trying to get it back to sunlight.
I feel your pain there, Andrew.
Maynard, little cut move, but she's overrun by her defender, Caroline Elevado.
See, Andrew, I think we did prepare with bringing our sunglasses here, but for me, it makes the screen on the camera too dark, and then I can't keep track of the ball.
So everyone started wearing a cap to these.
Might be onto something there.
The sun almost dipping below the hills out in Pawcatuck. I always love the view out here.
And this is a beautiful field.
One of the better backdrops in high school football. You have the houses out in the far corner and beyond. You have Babcock, and then you're seeing on the other side Ward. the beautiful exterior hanging over Algieri Field. And you have all of Main Road there.
Good old Granite Street.
Granite Street, tough to drive, but great view of it here from Algieri Field. And you can see the hill dip below to downtown and then rise back up. Fantastic sight lines here.
I really think it kind of conveys the homey atmosphere Westerly can really represent.
Absolutely. That one's chested out of play.
Good control there.
Nice steal, Matthew. Battling. Ooh, big play as Alvino cut in, trying to deflect it, and the whistle blows. She accidentally jabbed the foot of her opponent.
Almost 2 minutes left in this first half. Here are the Avengers with another offensive opportunity. Westerly turning it around.
Here comes Maynard. Maynard cutting across, a long feed, goes a bit too far and heads to Alessandra Falcon instead.
Another short pass coming here.
In midfield, Westerly trying desperately to take over. Another breakaway coming. Two players on the attack. Awkward pass there, runs into three Westerly defenders. A great effort there by that trio that included Sienna Matthew, as well as Sienna Fasano and Molly Alvino, all running down to prevent Bertie and Soden from scoring. At midfield, it's slapped away. Caroline Alvado. Is it overrun by Willis? Ball trickling in. Westerly still looking for something to close out the first half. The feed inside. On the edge now, it's going to roll out of play. Hollingsworth thought she had an angle. Ball pops up. Matthew watches it skied out of play. Another strong attempt there from the Avengers.
Dangerous stop there from the Westerly defense as she's trying to settle it, but I think he got away from her right in front of the goal. Luckily for them, it skied out and way over.
Lombard has it stripped and stolen by Soden. Matthew's going to clear it away. A little seam pass to Hollingsworth, but she's overrun by Alvino, and the ball is out of play. Another throw-in, running out of time here. The Avengers pop it up and out of play. Or actually, it's going to bounce right to Iliano. Iliano dribbles, punts, long far kick. And it's going to trickle out of play. Time winding down, the throw-in comes, and it goes right to the Avengers.
Play of time for them to either clear it or pass back to their keeper. Just wide open space here.
Nice block there by Maynard. Lombard cuts through, and it's slapped right out of play. There's the whistle, and that'll do it for the first half, which was punctuated by a hat trick. A tremendous half for Maeve Soden and the Avengers. We'll see what Westerly has after this, when we'll be back for the Westerly Bulldogs halftime show, brought to you by Dimebag.
Bring the kids. Bring Grandma and Grandpa. Heck, bring everyone. And come to the Misquamicut Fall Fest in Westerly, September 12th, 13th, and 14th at Misquamicut State Beach. You'll find an array of great food trucks, arts and craft vendors, games, rides, wrestling, and a Ferris wheel with panoramic views. Plus, tons of great entertainment all weekend long on the main stage. It's an amazing endless summer at Misquamicut Beach with Fall Fest. Misquamicut.org.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hi, I'm AJ Trott.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AnnieMac Home Mortgages Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AnnieMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
River Health provides medical, dental, and behavioral health care to over 10,000 people a year, even when they can't afford to pay for the care they need. The cost of providing healthcare services has increased, and the grant funding we receive doesn't fully cover the cost of patient care. We, like other community health centers across the country, count on community support to keep our doors open. With your help, we can keep serving as a safety net for your neighbors. Will you help us invest in our mission?
I'm Dale Sold, the owner of Shoreline Painting and Cabinet Refinishing. My vision for the company has always been to elevate paint contracting. When you call, you get a live person. Typically, we have estimates out the same day. We have really good communication with our customers daily. We make sure you're completely happy before we leave the project. We service residential and commercial customers. The commercial work we do is typically more community-oriented. We just completed a expansion of our shop. We added 3 more spray booths to allow us to increase capacity. You can find us at 77 Stillman Ave in Pawcatuck. You can find us on our website at shorelinepaintingri.com, or you can call the office 401-834-1684 to book an estimate.
Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's who we are. Local communities made up of customers, families, and friends. Business owners invested in helping their communities thrive. Dedicated employees committed to giving back in ways that go beyond banking. If your banking relationship leaves you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Moving doesn't have to be stressful. Whether it's across town or just across the hall, no job is too big or too small for Easy Does It Moving and More. Sean and his team put people first, making your move safe, smooth, and stress-free from start to finish. For a move made simple, go with the name that says it all. Easy Does It Moving and More. Call us today at 401-545-6078 or go to easydoesitmoving.com.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Welcome back here on 321 Media. The sun's about to dip below the trees here at Salwagiri Field as we kick off our Westerly Bulldogs halftime show brought to you by our friends at Dime Bank, located conveniently in the heart of Westerly at 131 Franklin Street. Visit Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. And the story, of course, Caleb, obviously is Maeve Soden, the freshman, scoring 3 goals within the first half of the first half. A stunning movement here by the Avengers.
It's certainly impressive there. You know, it's hard to get 3 goals in the entire game. Never mind in the first half, especially never mind from one person doing that. You know, a very impressive hat trick to display the, you said freshman's talent as an attacker right there. Just able to take what her team gives her and create such an accurate and deadly shot. You know, going into the second half, I would say after that, you know, because those goals happened in the first 20 minutes, I think Westerly kicked it up a notch both on defense and offense. I really think Westerly's defense has started playing up with their team the same way the Avengers defense plays up with their team on offense. And I think on offense, I think they've really started to create new scoring chances. They've been mimicking what the Avengers have been doing with the crosses and just putting the ball in front of the net and hopefully like letting their teammates create shots. And I think the Avengers have been feeling it. I think they've really been feeling the pressure. Obviously, they've still looked pretty good. Their communication is good. Their spacing, I just want to bring that up again. Their spacing is phenomenal. They really know how to like work the ball around. You know, they kind of just always have a way of getting it to someone else, no matter where they are on the field or the amount of contest they have. So I'm looking forward to a good second half here, Andrew.
Absolutely. How do you think the Bulldogs can prevent all these breakaways?
Well, I think if they match their space, you know, if the Bulldogs kind of mirror what they're doing with the spacing and create pressure for that kind of offensive flow they have, I think they will do just fine. I think with the new and improved or invigorated offense, I should say, I've been seeing towards the second half, I think they really can do it, you know. I think they can work together and maybe get a couple goals in here.
It's going to be interesting to see as the Avengers get a corner. Maeve Monaghan delivers the kick. Lands in front, but kicked away. Great defense by the Bulldog. And Matthew, nice steal there as it's tapped away. And out towards midfield. Want to remind you that this game is also brought to you in part. We want to give a thank you to Coastline Window Treatments. The weather is getting cooler. Keep your house the perfect temperature inside all year long with honeycomb shades and more. Call today at 401-345-6532.
Already seeing here some much better pressure by the Bulldogs put on their offensive counterparts' spacing, you know, really making it a little bit more difficult, at least on the midfield side of things, for them to get those passes through.
A little seam pass into Kaufman. Another nice tap there by the Bulldogs defense. That looked like it was Lucia Matthew.
Good work to the Westerly defender, getting in front of her and just kicking it out.
Little feed inside, smacked right back to the net by Soden. Punt coming from Iliano. The sun is officially below the clouds now. How does that impact players when you start a game with a lot of sun and play into the night?
Well, I think it'll certainly, you know, maybe if like one side had a bit of an obstructed view to the sunlight, they'll be able to kind of play better now. Obviously, the teams have switched sides at half, but whoever was dealing with the sun in their eyes now doesn't have to, kind of leveling the playing field. And it's a little bit awkward.
Attempt is kicked away by Danica Jarrett. Sorry, Caleb, continue.
It's okay. It's a little bit awkward when, you know, you're kind of in that in-between where the sun's, like it is right now, like just about to fully set, But the stadium lights just aren't quite on, so you kind of have limited visibility. You kind of start seeing those more accurate, maybe longer pass plays come on when the bright lights come on, and you're able to see your options just a bit better.
The lights in front of us are on. The impact just isn't seen yet. If you look closely, you'll see it. It's more visible on the one to the right.
Oh, yeah. You're correct, Andrew. I think just because the sun hasn't fully set, it's that awkward period I was just talking about.
A feed inside to the net. Iliano scoops that one up. A nice attempt by Ella Kaufman.
Most of the time when I was playing, it was on older fields that weren't shared by schools most of the time. So we had real grass, and we didn't really have big stadium lights like this field does. Maybe had like a street lamp made for some fun games.
Matthew cutting along the right side, but the ball rolls out of play. Looks like Westerly High School's been a buzz. You see some people walking and playing on the quad. You saw the marching band practicing when we pulled in. And some members of the Dog Pound line the fence, and school is in full swing here in Westerly.
I'm sure it helps the Bulldogs on the field hearing their cheers from their friends in the Dog Pound. That was always an exciting thing to help out with in there, no matter whatever sport it was. Always nice to hear your name being called, even if you're just either kicking the ball around, taking the shot, stopping the shot. Always a fun feeling.
Can be fun, I've heard, as well, when you're the road team, silencing that crowd, which is what East Greenwich is looking to do here and have done so far. About 34 minutes to go here.
I agree with you there. They have been doing a good job of keeping Westerly at bay, but it's going to get harder and harder to do that as the time runs down and you get a bit more tired. And Westerly, I'm telling you, looks hungry for the ball. They really want to create scoring opportunities here. We've already seen a couple of big plays down on their attacking side of the field.
Westerly trying to take over, and they do. Do they have enough room? A little seam pass is going to roll out of bounds. Nice attempt there. It was Gia Iliano. Crowd coming to life a little bit here. The ball rolls out once again. This can be kicked away by Johnson. Johnson rolls it out to the side. Pulled through the hole. On the run come the Bulldogs. Feed out to the side. It was Alyssa Fasano, but it rolls out of play.
I liked what I saw there, though. She challenged the two defenders, broke through, saw her teammate calling for the ball, really worked with her to get it down there.
Another toss coming. Maynard tried corralling it. Instead, it's going to go out. Fasano tosses it back in. And the whistle blows. We want to also give a quick mention to Evering Electric, a family-owned and operated electrical contracting company based in Pawcatuck, Connecticut. They take pride in working on large and small residential and commercial projects. Let Evering Electric help you tackle your project. Call 860-495-5169. Lombard taps it in to Maynard. Maynard, a little seam pass out to the left. And it rolls out to the Westerly bench. The clouds are rippling above, painted yellow and orange. One of the clouds out there has quite a almost lasagna shape to it with the ripples like the waves, as Westerly in an offensive wave here, still trying to attack. They take the shot, it's off the crossbar and in! Goal for Westerly! It looks like it was the captain, Danica Jarrett, who put the Bulldogs on the board.
Andrew, let me tell you, you were hungry for lasagna, but Westerly, they were hungry for a goal, and I said that before. I loved what I was seeing there. They worked with their team, both offensively and defensively, to take the ball and just move it down and just eventually get down there, create a cross, and then get a nice scoring opportunity from it.
Danica Jarrett, the captain, coming up huge for the Bulldogs. This game is only a 2-goal game. I know in hockey they say a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous in the game, and I don't know if that applies to soccer, but it may as well. As Jarrett got a big block there.
Well, if I'm Westerly, I'm definitely invigorated after that, and you know the roars and the barks of the dog pound definitely helps with that. Absolutely electric crowd, really riling everybody up. Might just be what the Westerly Bulldogs need here.
Molly Alvino, the toss. It goes out of play.
And I think, Andrew, going back to what you were saying about the 2-goal lead, I think when you have a team this hungry, I think it also is the most dangerous thing. Look at how they integrate. They integrate their defense into their offensive plays here. They're really not letting the ball go.
A counterattack coming. Kaufman all alone. She kicks it through the net, and just like that, the Avengers strike back.
Wow.
Goal number 10, Ella Kaufman.
Talk about a quick answer. Still, they're on the board, Westerly here, you know? I still think they have that hunger and they want to make this game competitive, but they have to remember to not get complacent, as the Avengers want this win just as bad as they do.
So the Avengers sucking the life out of that attack. That was the first non-Maeve Soden goal for the Avengers. Ella Kaufman, the senior, on that one. She had been close. And now they'll get another breakaway, but not if... Oh my goodness, not if Sienna Pisano has anything to say about it. She tracked her opponent down.
Dangerous attacking position if you're Westerly here. They have borderline clear shot on the goal here, as a couple of the defenders are coming in to make the wall for the direct kick.
Long shot just goes straight to the back netting. So 4-1 the score now. It's popped up and headed away by Jarrett. The seam over to midfield. Maynard almost picked the pocket. There goes Jarrett. Jarrett with a great play. Keeps the ball in front of her, heading on the right side. Looking for number 2. Looking for a cross here, but she is stifled by a pair of defenders, prominently Gabriella Chio.
Great work from Kaufman there, not to give up the fight there. Really take it down into a cross opportunity. It's what you want to see from an attacker there that can kind of lead their team to more goals, whether it be her or whether it be someone else.
A big shove there comes from Sienna Fasano. A feed back to the net by Lucia Matthew. Gets the ball to safety.
Great work there, getting the keeper involved. Way better than letting that one-on-one challenge occur and possibly risking a breakaway.
An attack here from Matthew. Matthew cuts inside, but she's overrun by her defender. Mia Birdie on that attack.
Avengers defense just absolutely getting in front of the ball there, making sure the Westerly attackers can't really get a chance to score, but they'll keep at it.
And it's fed back out by Kaufman, who's going to feed another beauty of a pass to who else? Soden. Soden, 3 defenders behind her. She's going to take a shot that just misses from her 4th goal. 2 Westerly defenders go down. Molly Alvino was one, but they get back up to safety. The other was Sienna Matthew.
I'd say they're allowed to rest after that hustle they showed there. The Avengers bench there, they're just as loud as the dog pound here. Really creating, answering that excitement. Usually that's reserved for the home crowd.
Now, a lot of noise audible in this one. Again, a 4-1 game here. Some shouting there as the ball rolled out to Iliano. A feed out, another great breakaway, but this time it's offside, as it looked like Hollingsworth was with her there. It was made Monaghan with the ball. 23 minutes to play.
Great offensive chance.
Watches it get punted away.
Also a great look from the Avengers keeper there. There's another great offensive chance, this time from the Avengers, not the Dogs.
It was Soden on that one.
That would have been dangerous, as we've learned.
Popped out to the outside of the perimeter. Gilser has the ball stripped by Jarrett, who's had a great game. Popped up, headed by Maynard. Matthew pops it up too. Matthew, another one who's quietly had a strong game. I've liked her defensive effort in particular.
Westerly trying to settle the ball as it's kind of bounced around. Trying to turn that into something productive, as here's another throw-in. Big cluster of players on both sides here.
Another opportunity. They're trying to get the ball to Kaufman. Kaufman somehow recovers.
You don't want that defender to rebound that if you're Westerly.
Nice move there. My goodness, Danica Jarrett with a little jab step. Jarrett, long feed. She has Matthew. Matthew gets overrun there. Mia birdie, and the ball goes out of play. We're going to give another special shout out, this time to the Bob Valeni family of dealerships. Looking for the best deal on a great new or used car? Visit bobvaleni.com or visit any one of their locally trusted dealerships in the area. And I know a lot of you parents might be thinking about getting a car for your young high schooler as they reach that age. Well, they'll be hitting the roads. Looks like a corner kick is on the way.
Smart decision there by the Westerly attacker. Not touch the ball to earn a corner kick.
It's hard for me to see, but Matthew is in the corner. Kicks it out. It's headed just wide by Ocean Lombard. Oh my goodness. It looked from our angle like it was...
That looked good.
Oh my goodness.
Even if the shot wasn't quite as accurate as they'd like, that was an excellent display of what to do with a corner kick like that. Get in position, shoot the ball in, no matter what you have to do that. Headers are not easy, let me tell you. Always had respect for the people that could do those and went for them.
Matthew fed it out. Now Lombard angling, trying to feed a seam pass to Matthew.
Pass there intercepted by the Avengers.
And offsides is blown. Some fan liked that so much that they gave a thank you.
Always nice to show appreciation for the referees and other officials.
Absolutely. Time winding down here as Rose Bowen looks to spark a comeback. Line drive kick finds Jarrett, who delivers a beauty out to Ocean Lombard. Her passing game has been stellar. Nice kick out by Maynard there.
Good contest there to keep it in the same spot as they'll go for another throw-in again. Avengers defense looking wide to get the ball down the field.
That one bounces out to the sideline. Thrown in and immediately bounced out of play as the Avengers take over. Nice slide tackle there, frees up the ball for Maynard. Maynard charging down, looking for a little room. Passes it out to Matthew, whose line drive shot gets kicked away. A high kick lands in the arms of Johnson. The Bulldogs have been forcing the ball more often.
It's exactly what you want to do if you're down. Create as many offensive chances as possible. And I really think they have. And give it to the keeper as they want to get the ball back down the field. Keeper calls for it again. Going to be a goal kick.
Maynard. Long feed looking for Matthew, who's going to get overrun as the ball trickles out to Johnson. Folks, stay tuned for our post-game show, which, as in all Westerly games, is brought to you by Coastal Graphics. Signs, t-shirts, truck wraps, and more. Call Jeff and his team for all your printing needs at Coastal Graphics, 401-425-2312 at 83 Tom Harvey Road in Westerly, where we will award the Ed French Son Player of the Game. Sowen, a nice feed, sets up an attack, and a nice glove save there by Iliano as it rolled right to her. A little under 16 minutes to go.
Westerly defenders have not let Sowen create any sort of shots. They've locked her up, which makes perfect sense when she has a hat trick under her belt already.
Lombard chests it out. Kaufman retreats the ball behind her. Or her defenders are going to try to charge up. Long pass looking for Sowen. But it's going to roll just out of play. Nice job there by Contreras to prevent it from becoming a possession for East Greenwich. Substitution coming. Heading out of the game is Fizano, and coming in is Juliana Jarrett. Juliana Jarrett. We'll see past Sowen again. Sowen looking for 4, and he misses by a hair. Pulling the jersey over her head for a second. And she just missed by an inch. I think that's her second close miss, so she was inches away from 5 goals.
That's certainly something you don't see every day. You know, she did, I'm not sure if she saw, but she did have a teammate on her left calling for the ball. She was in a great opportunity for a cross, but the night she's having, I can't blame her for trying to go for more.
It's out to Jarrett. Jarrett trying to get the ball out. Nice footwork again. Danica Jarrett.
In trouble, though.
Nice pass there. Finds her sister, presumably, Juliana Jarrett. Maynard on the run. Looking for some room. Tries to cut to the middle before it's kicked out of play.
Another offensive chance here for the Avengers. Contested by the Westerly defense.
It's fed out and kicked back out of play. Sowing a feed for a shot by Kaufman, who scores again. Kaufman now has 2 of her own on the assist from Sowen. What a night for that pair, as they're responsible for all the scoring for East Greenwich.
I think we have a new keeper, Andrew.
I'll have to listen to see who it is. But man, Sowen on the beautiful feed there. That's 3 goals and an assist for her. And of course, Kaufman, who had some close calls of her own early on in this game, she could have easily had a hat trick by now with some of the angles she got.
If I'm her, I'm, dying for that hat trick.
Especially for bragging rights with Sowen, you have to imagine.
The 2 wingmen taking it down the field together, getting a hat trick together.
Sowen looking for another of her own, trying to gain distance from Kaufman, and she does. So that debate's settled. Sowen, 4 goals. Slipping that one right through on a breakaway once again. And it's 6-1.
Number 3, Maeve Soden.
The freshman, Maeve Soden. Tremendous effort tonight.
I guess she heard us talking. She doesn't want to share the spotlight.
My goodness.
Either way, 4 goals and 2 goals. Phenomenal efforts by both of them. They've really been creating the plays for their team the whole game, so it doesn't matter who's finishing those plays because they are starting them.
Another attack coming. The Avengers looking for a cross to Ed Sowen again. But Iliano's going to take it right back. It's kicked high up for Maynard. Maynard to the logo, speeds ahead. Now swings back to the other side. Outlet pass intended for Jarrett, Juliana Jarrett that time, and now her sister Danica, again presumably, watches it roll out.
Offside's called there against the Avengers.
Preventing Soden from another one.
Or Kaufman.
That's true. That duo has been forcing so many breakaways. And you got to give a mention to Maeve Monaghan, who's been setting them up all night.
It's true. Soccer is a big team sport. When you got your midfielders or even defenders going up with you, setting the balls, and they have assists on themselves.
Snowden heads off the field, so Maeve Soden leaves this match with 4 goals and an assist. What a night for a freshman. On the road, nonetheless.
Westerly looking to finish these offensive chances they've had. little boot down the field, goes back to the keeper.
Line drive goes right to Monaghan. It's popped up and off of the glove. So now Monaghan has one of her own.
You know, I think you're right, Andrew. She had been setting them up for Kaufman and Sowen. And I really think, she had that coming. She deserved that.
She did. She was a pivotal part of this offense as well. So now all three of them have at least a goal or two or four to celebrate, as it's just a goal party here. 7-1. Frustration from Westerly, though. You've got to feel for them. Hard-fought effort here against a Division I opponent. Never an easy task for what was a D3 school just 2 years ago.
That is true, Andrew. The divisional difference, while it may be showing here, you can't knock the hustle of Westerly.
No one's gloved. I don't believe it's Iliano before. I think you were right, but I couldn't hear a name on that.
I believe I was looking at the Avengers goalkeeper change.
Oh. Gotcha. So that was Iliano.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Rest your goalkeeper when you're ahead by this much. Maynard snakes in, looking to make them pay for that decision, but it's off of the leg of Alessandra Falcon. But a corner kick coming from Westerly. Maynard looking to deliver some hope, something to build off for the Bulldogs. It's deflected away. Fed back in by Contreras. Another feed out is kicked back in by Contreras.
Couple more subs coming in.
Off the field comes Juliana Jarrett, and on in her stead comes Alyssa Fasano, the freshman.
A little bit of a congestion there. The ball is able to break free and stolen by the Westerly offense here.
Maynard working her way.
Good offensive effort, but they're able to swarm in and kind of block her, stop her from making any more progress.
The feed in bounces off the foot of Fasano. It's bounced out of play. Long popping kick, just barely corralled in by Iliano. A great effort by her there.
That was a tricky ball. You know, the arc of those like higher mid-air kicks can be difficult to predict, but she was able to get that.
Especially
what a
with
header.
The lights there, almost blinding. Maynard squeaks it through the hole, an attack coming, but it is swatted away. Emily Costa had a chance at that. Costa, by the way, my neighbor. Tossed up past Maynard. And one thing I could tell you, the Costas always getting their exercise, always outside. They've got a big net, always practicing something, so not surprised to see her on the field here at all.
You can really tell, you know, the players that put in that extra effort, it's noticeable. And as much as I hate to admit that, because, you know, when I was playing, I always heard that from my coaches.
That's a tap in, just barely saved. Set up, a chance for Costa. She scores! Emily Costa delivering there, all that practice paying off, and it's 7-2.
Westerly goal, Emma Costa.
Gotta feel good for Westerly there. Just to show you're not raising the white flag. Love to see the hustle, even to the very ends of the game.
And she was a late substitution into this game, so she's got to feel great. An angle here for the Avengers to try to answer. They've answered every attack Westerly's had.
They truly have.
It's fed out. Iliano.
Westerly keeping at it.
Isabella Wheeler. She's that slap back. Minna watches it pop out of play.
Good look there from the Avengers attacker there.
Rose Willis. It was Rose Willis on that attack down the left side.
That's what I mean when you have that heads up dribbling. You can really find who's open, find the slot you want to put the ball in, and have them take it. Which I noticed Westerly has been attempting to do, but it's looked like it's been recovered by the other team most of the time.
The ball's rolling out. Alvino chasing it down. Alvino rounds the corner. Feeds it out. Liliana Fain swatted it back out. And it's stolen right back. The East Greenwich bench loves it. Even though they're up by 5, they are unrelenting. A speeding attempt is kicked out by Rose Bowen as we're down to the 3-minute mark. Just a few moments, we will be running the Coastal Graphics post-game show and award our Ed French Son Player of the game. Some confusion here. It looks like Westerly's attempting a substitution. They do. Coming off the field is Contreras. If I had to guess here, given the awkward angle of how I can't see the number, it looks like Havel Teversini is coming on. Oh no, this is number 24, a number I don't have on my roster. Which potentially could be Gervasini after all, with how jerseys are often reused. A long strike into the gloves of Iliano. That's got to be a confidence boost. Iliano punting. A high pop. It's headed to safety. Clock stops at that 2-minute mark. We'll see what the Avengers have to offer here, trying to add some more icing on their cake. Stolen for a moment, Iliano. Kicked it out, a rush on the side coming for Wheeler. Wheeler pops it out, and East Greenwich takes over. Hollingsworth, a feed out. On the run now.
Good luck to the man in the middle.
Iliano goes back.
Some great passing from both sides here as they look to find a pocket to take the ball down the field.
Costa fed out and smacked away. Another steal attempt there as that was deflected by Relkerd. So a toss-in coming for the Bulldogs in the waning minute or so of this game. It's popped up and
they'll do it again. Except it'll be from the Avengers this time.
A whiff on a kick. Contested ball is tapped out. East Greenwich looking for something more here. It's tapped out. The shot is a tremendous save by Iliano. Something to hang your hat on, and the whistle blows. The final score 7-2 in favor of East Greenwich. It's now time for the Coastal Graphics post-game show. Signs, t-shirts, truck wraps, and more. Call Jeff and his team for all your printing needs at Coastal Graphics, 401-425-2312. Or go to 83 Tom Harvey Road in Westerly. And Caleb, obviously the story there, Maeve Soden, alongside her partner in crime, Ella Kaufman, just dominant from East Greenwich.
Oh, yeah. That's one word to describe her as. She just completely took control of the offense from the early part of the game, really working the ball down the field, creating those offensive chances, taking the shots she was given, which allowed her to get a hat trick in the first 20 minutes of the game. And then that dominance continued once Westerly heated back up, kind of gave her a reason to continue to have the game just go into her favor as much as possible, and Westerly could not slow that down no matter what they tried to do.
It's time to give our Ed French Son Player of the Game, brought to you by our friends at Ed French Son Paving, Rhode Island and Connecticut's #1 asphalt paving company. Call 401-596-8917 today, and that is going to go to Danica Jarrett, the captain, with some great steals, great footwork, and a goal that put Westerly on the board and gave them something to hang their hat on. That is going to do it for us here. For Caleb Bupanacci, this has been Andrew Fiore signing off on 321 Media. Have a great night, folks.